Hey everybody, it's Father Sean here for another episode of the Couch Chat. And last week I mentioned that Christ Renews His Parish is this upcoming weekend. So if you would just think to pray for all the guys, pray for all the men who are going through this retreat, that the Lord may touch them, that He may strengthen them with His love. Also, we're starting another season of Alpha here soon. As I'm recording this, I don't remember the exact dates, but you can check the bulletin. Alpha is a great opportunity for you to come and to be refreshed and renewed with the beginnings of the Christian faith, right? Every now and then we've got to go back to the basics, and that's what Alpha does a great job doing. But that also means that you can bring somebody who's got no religious experience in their life, right? You can bring somebody who's never been to church before. You bring somebody who's a fallen away Catholic, somebody who's a Lutheran or a fallen away Methodist. Whatever you want to bring, you can bring anybody to Alpha. It's a great opportunity to be renewed with the beginnings of the Christian faith. So also one of the things that we're doing this upcoming weekend is we're going to learn a new chant for the Mass. And we're doing that because the reading this Sunday is where John the Baptist points out Jesus, the Lamb of God. Behold the Lamb of God. And of course this gets worked into Mass in a couple different places, right? At the Eucharistic prayer we hold up our right before called the invitation to communion. Behold the Lamb of God, behold Him who takes away the sins of the world. Blessed are those called to the supper of the Lamb. Of course, you know your response. But then also 3 times before that, we sing, Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Right? We sing about the Lamb of God 3 times. And Jesus is this Lamb of God, right? This new sacrifice, this new paschal sacrifice. Just as in the Old Testament, the lambs were killed and then offered to God in the Exodus story, the Passover. In the book of Revelation, too, we see the Lamb featured prominently. Jesus is this victorious Lamb that stands as though slain, and people are there worshiping the Lamb. And so one of the chants for the Mass that the Church asks all of us to know in Latin, right? At least to know it. Doesn't mean that we're going to do it every weekend, but at least we're going to know it. So from now until Easter, right, we're going to work on this, right? We're going to roll in another one in February, but for now we're just going to start with this Lamb of God. So we're going to go through it before Mass, right? We're going to learn it. We're going to teach it to you. I wish we could preach about it, but unfortunately, this Sunday, this Sunday is Archbishop Casey's homily. So we'll get a Catholic Ministries Appeal kickoff from Archbishop Casey. And so this is how you're going to pronounce things, right? So Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Agnus Dei, right? Agnus, not Agnus, right? Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi miserere nobis. Right? So that's Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. Then again, you say those same things. Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi miserere nobis. And then, of course, the third time is just a little different. Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, dona nobis pacem. Right? So that's grant us peace. The nice thing is that this Latin setting is very similar, the music, to the English that we already know. So you know the English chant that we know is Lamb of God. Let me try that again. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. That's not right. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Right, that's better, right? Lamb of God, Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis. And we sing the same thing again. Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis. And then the third time, Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, dona nobis pacem. So I didn't do the best job, but at least that gets you in the ear. Maybe we'll put a link in the description here so that you can hear a little bit better voice, maybe a little less nasally, and maybe hit the right notes the first time. So thanks for working on that. I know it's not easy and it can be frustrating when things are in a different language, but at least we're learning a little bit of Latin, right? Learning a little bit of a foreign language. And this is what the church asks us to do, to at least have these in our repertoire, right? Not to do them every week, all right? Once it gets to Easter, we're going to go back to the other Lamb of God that we know pretty well. But we're going to at least kind of get this and work on this so that we can get it, pray with the church, sing with the church, be able to know these things that are just very distinctly Catholic. You know, the same things our ancestors sang centuries ago. So thanks for doing this, and also thanks for praying for the guys on the Christ Renews His Parish retreat. It's Father Sean for the Couch Chat. We'll see you next week.